your ball in the trees and then you lip out the puck. But if you've got a little time, then come and spend it with us, 'cause now you're listening to the Rough Cut.
Hello, and welcome back to another episode of the Rough Cut Golf Podcast, where you join us all together back in Manchester for the first time in what seems 16 years. But we have another fantastic week in the world of golf, and to discuss the second major championship of the year in the men's game, we have Michael, we have myself, we have Kieran, and we have Jacob.
Completely unnecessary again.
What?
I'm not in trouble yet.
That is your name.
Fine. You're right. Yeah,
It is funny because it's most of the time he calls you Mick. It's literally an introduction of a podcast.
We press record here. Suddenly
Michael.
I'm Michael.
You're on
podcast
podcast persona. So we're going to be discussing about the PGA Championship, which is at Quail Hollow, practically Rory and McIlroy's home golf.
Golf?
That was golf and course.
I like that.
Maybe we could start that.
The title
Golf.
of this podcast, Rory
It's a
McIlroy's
course.
Home Golf.
Golf.
Yeah.
See, that's not even like when you mix two words up. What's that called?
Word smash.
It's definitely a word. It's definitely like its own thing when you mix two words up.
Okay.
Yeah.
There's a word for mixing two words up, but normally you just have the start of one and the end of the other.
Yeah.
Then I managed to do the start of one, the middle of one, and then the end of
Back
the first
to the other one again. Hey, I like it.
Now, I don't know if there's a word for that.
Maybe.
Whatever it is, like Rory's driving, it's impressive. Now, we're going to get onto that. We're going to have a bit of a preview about what to expect from the PGA Championships. Some would say the worst major of the year.
Some.
There's only four, so there's got to be
You,
one.
basically.
No, what is it?
Portmanteau?
Portmanteau. Yeah, Portmanteau. There you go. Portmanteau, which is a
Portman-
That sounds like
Portmanteau?
amalgamation of words.
yeah, that's a mixture of 12 words altogether. So we're going to be going through that full-on preview, who to watch out for. I'm sure Jacob will have some stats on who to bet for, which actually, we got it right. We got
did.
it right at
Well
Augusta.
done.
I mean,
Congratulations.
Admittedly, if you keep backing the favourite, eventually one is going to come in. However, we are back on the winning stats wagon.
You're 100% in majors this year.
Yeah, that's very, very true.
Yep.
We're going to be looking about the course. We're going to be talking about Jordan Spieth as well. Got a chance at the Grand Slam. Maybe this is the year of the Grand Slams.
Maybe.
And just really discussing Rory's chances, because for many people, in many people's mind, it's kind of his major to lose, which is a stupid thing to say, but we will get into that. First of all, let's just cover some quick ground. Mm-hmm. Are we ready for the second major of the year? Are you excited?
It feels like it's come around so quickly.
As soon as the Masters starts, it just comes thick and fast.
Yeah.
I think it's like 3-4 week gaps between each major, so it just keeps coming and going, which is great. We're in it now.
I haven't even had time to process Rory winning at the Masters yet.
No, I'm excited for it. I'm excited. It's a major. I know maybe not the best major, but it's a major.
No, I mean, I think recently, I personally, it's my least favourite major. There's
Not a hot take.
I mean, it's just, I think, pretty common around a lot of people. You've got a major which has an identity in the Masters, in the Open, in the US Open, and the PGA is this kind of major which hasn't quite figured that out for me yet. But over the last few years, it's also been maybe the most exciting major. Mm-hmm. I actually kind of think Xander's last year stank, but that's just my take. I thought the course was way too easy. You should not be winning a major with 38 on the par or whatever he shot.
Yeah.
So that's just my take. But
It was a nice little battle with Bryson.
That's the thing. I think over the past few years, it has at least produced some storylines. It's produced... you have, it's a major, so you're going to watch it anyway, but it's almost produced some must-watched major action as well.
Yeah.
So, maybe that's what it's turning into. It's turning into the worst, most-watched major.
Yeah, you'll hate this, but you definitely need to watch it.
Going into this, let's cover some quick ground. So, Sepp Straka won the Truist Championship by 2 shots over Justin Thomas.
Congratulations.
And Shane Lowry. That was a bit of a painful watch in the end last night, but we're talking about 2 Ryder Cup players there in the last group.
Listen, it's boding well for us.
I think so. We'll chat about that a little bit more. So we've got Sepp Straka, 32-year-old.
Yeah.
Very thick Austrian Georgian accent. That he's
I thought you
got.
were just going to say he was
Yeah, I
thick.
thought you were going to say he's thick. I was like,
Stop.
okay.
With 2 C's.
Yeah.
He is thick with
He
2
is a double
C's.
C, yeah.
And I think is that his 5th win? I think it's 5th win on the PGA Tour.
Yeah, and then
Second
2
win
this
this
year.
year.
Second win this year.
Yeah.
And he's one of those players, I kind of mentioned this to you guys before, when you're up close to people striking the golf ball, he's one of the impressive ones. Kind of been very close to him up at the the Open, and to watch him strike, to watch him fly balls, pretty impressive.
Yeah.
Like, he tends to just draw it all the time.
Yeah. From a statistical standpoint, I think he's like top 5 in strokes gained approach.
Yeah.
So he rips it.
Yeah, just really good. Just looks very good over the ball, strikes it great. And I think the one separating factor in many respects for him is his putting. Like, if his putting shot is going to be in contention. And he's,
How is he off the tee? Because I don't think he's particularly long, is he?
it just sounds great when he strikes it.
Yeah, he's got the audio working really nicely.
There's a few people who, I mean, he's pretty long. I don't know if you class him as sneaky long. I think he is up there in distance-wise. Certainly just from an observer's. Now, that can be very wrong, I think, sometimes. But from just looking at him, to strike it.
He's got a very, organised swing, it feels like.
For me, when I've been watching him, it just looks very simple.
Yeah.
It's kind of like, it's not exactly around his body, but it's very simple. Like, there's not really much that can go wrong. He's also got one of the greatest recoils in the game today. His recoil is faster than his downswing, pretty much.
Yeah.
Which is always a talent to have.
Yeah.
I think, anyway.
Yeah, well, that's because you also do that on a regular basis. Yeah.
So he's the one person we can discount for next week anyway, because you never win a major after winning the previous week.
Correct.
So I'm preempting Jacob's stats.
Well, if you want to talk about driver distance, he doesn't hit it far enough to win round Quail Hollow. I'll tell you that.
Oh, there we go. Right.
Statistically.
Because there's only one person who does.
For God's sake. Do you maybe just scroll forward 50 minutes in the podcast to work out who Jacob said?
If you are, depending on when you're listening to this, when you're watching this as well, yesterday was TBC Scottsdale, not TBC Sawgrass, because they're different courses. And that's going to be out and... playing the course. We're qualifying the course.
Oh, God, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a big one. It's a real big one because Peter Finch is announcing where he's going to do open qualifying.
And also playing at that course. And also playing pretty well at that golf course as well. There's a whole lot going on.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a good video.
That's out Thursday, right?
Yeah. It's a Mick Warwick edit week.
Oh, yeah. Well done.
You got both videos this week.
Yeah. I've had them now just banked for a while, and I'm just going to just hit you both.
I think you were last two before that.
Yeah. Are you two next week?
Maybe.
Why not? We're going to have to accelerate this. So we are going to get into the PGA Champs. Just before we do that, if you are watching this on YouTube and you are not subscribed, please make sure you do. If you're listening to this on your favourite podcast provider, first of all, thank you. Don't know why, but we appreciate your company.
We appreciate.
And if you can continue to listen, that'd be great. That's fantastic. But if you do fancy seeing the voices behind the words,
okay,
then hop us over to YouTube and go watch us there.
I think you almost did it.
That'd be all right, wouldn't it? I think I got that pretty much in the right order.
The voices behind
yeah, that's right. So PGA preview: Quail Hollow Golf Club, the host of the PGA Championships for 2025, and we have written down here on the notes, aka the Rory McIlroy Country Club.
Well, that part of that was because Jordan Spieth said it, so that's really.
Oh wow.
Now, the reason for this, if you are a keen follower of golf over the past few years, you will know that when Rory McIlroy goes to Quail Hollow, he basically wins or finishes in the top 5. It's just whatever reason, that course just suits his game down to the ground. And I don't want to say this because it's stupid, and I did put all my eggs in the Rory McIlroy basket for the Masters, knowing that I was going to be emotionally and physically destroyed, but for once it paid off. The payoff was unbelievable. But Quail Hollow is, again, shaping up to just suit Rory down to the ground.
Yeah.
He's probably playing the best golf of anyone on the planet. Didn't do great at the Truist at the Philadelphia Cricket Club. However, I don't think that's a bad thing.
And also finished 7th playing bad golf.
Exactly. Just sharpening his game, getting ready for Quail Hollow.
Yeah.
And over the next few days at Quail Hollow, which is a long golf course, a major championship test, it is going to be raining. It is going to be wet. And there is no golfer on the planet who plays better on a wet golf course than Rory McIlroy. Maybe Bryson. Maybe Bryson, the way they strike and the way they carry it through the air. So, again, it's just set up a course he loves. It's going to be wet. Ball's going to be carrying.
Just going to have backwards cap Rory just ripping it up everywhere.
Oh, gosh.
Well, the weather Thursday, Friday, just from looking at the weather, it looks okay, and then Saturday looks a little bit dodgy, and then Sunday's all right. But it's the Monday to Wednesday, obviously the practice days that are really bad. So that's where it's going to build up a little bit of the course will probably be quite soft, and
Now the reason for this, again, we're going to get into Jacob Stats in a minute, official title. When courses are wet, and generally major venues as well, and Quail Hollow is, I won't say notorious for this, but when it gets wet, the ball is going to stop. As soon as it pitches on the drives, it's going to be stopping dead. And that's where Rory excels, because he's carrying it 320, 330 through the air when he gets it ripping. So he will have this major distance advantage over so many players in that field. And compared to everyone else in that field as well, he's got the most complete game at the moment. So it's just all lining up for him to win another.
What you guys were kind of saying about the PGA sometimes doesn't have the best identity, and often that is due to the courses. I like this course. I think this is a brilliant course. I think that it will offer a few different things where you can go low, but also they can make it really, really hard as well. So I'm really excited to see. I love this as a PGA event. The course, it used to be like the Wells Fargo. We used to love it. And then obviously now it's
it's long.
Yeah, obviously
it's long.
Yeah,
so long.
Yeah, and obviously it's got the Green Mile in there as well. Is that 16, 17, 18?
I believe so. Yeah.
Yeah, 16, 17, 18. So that's like.
It's the stretch.
Hold on.
It's the stretch of Quail Hollow.
How many yards is that?
1,500.
So it's just under a mile.
Yeah.
Because a mile is 1,700 and...
1,608.
So they're lying.
No,
Cool.
it's not. Oh, what, the yardages
15
of those holes?
No, I think a mile.
It's 1,500 metres.
No, it's not. It's 1,608.
Whoa. Meters?
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's four.
But
It's four and a bit laps of a track. So it's like 1,608 meters.
So, but we deal in yards here.
Yeah, no. Yeah. But yeah.
This is Grand Britannia.
Mile.
Is it? Yeah. Well,
Our measurements don't make any sense, and we're going to stick to that. I think it's 1,750.
Oh, you were so close.
Or is it?
1,760.
it's a long.
Anyway,
it's very long,
yeah.
and
So-
it's a brilliant finish.
And Rory McIlroy can do that in about 9 shots.
Yeah.
So he oh man. I mean, it's a silly thing to consider and to even kind of talk about, but this year for Rory, it is shaping up to potentially be that Grand Slam year. It's almost impossible. He's not going to do it, I think, if we're being realistic about it.
Not with that attitude, he's not.
Well, not with my attitude, he's not, no. Not with anything to do with me, he's not. But the only player to hold all 4 majors at one time in the men's game recently was obviously Tiger Woods, and he did it over 2 seasons, where he won the back 3 majors, then he won the Masters the next year. And that was Tiger, prime Tiger, like unbeatable Tiger. He was turning up to event and they were just giving it to him. Now, Rory's not, at that level, and you'd say the strength of the field is probably deeper. But you have the Masters, he's got that off his back. Quail Hollow, it's his second home.
Yeah.
Oakmont need to be great off the tee. And then the Open's obviously at Royal Portrush in Northern Ireland. So
What did we say at the beginning of the year?
The 4 Ps.
The 4 Ps was the players...
Pebble,
Players, PGA and Portrush.
Yeah.
And now he's got the Masters as well.
Plasters.
that's one of those poor man do's.
Yeah, very good.
Did you see his interview after the final round yesterday? I say yesterday, Sunday. He was like, it's the most kind of... Because the interview was like, do you feel that, there's just such like relaxation, you can just go into it and just play golf? And he had so much like swagger to his answer, and he was so confident of just like, what I've just done, I'm now in the conversation of really like, greats of the game, so I can just go and play and do it. And you can see, and I know we said this, but you can just see the weight has just fallen off his shoulders.
The amount of times the commentators are going to say freed up over the course of the week.
But that is kind of the general gist of what he was saying. He does feel so much more free.
But this is the thing, is that we're going to see Rory coming into tournaments in 2 completely polarized frames of mind. One of them, he has all the pressure in the entire world to go out and do the thing. No one thinks he's going to be able to do it because all the odds are against him. And then this one, everyone thinks he's going to win it.
Yeah.
So
He'll miss a cut. He'll miss the cut. We get it. We get it. He's going to miss a cut.
God's sake.
I mean, it does. It would be probably one of the most Rory things ever
God,
yeah.
if he did that. But yeah, I don't know. On paper, he is going to be the favourite. I think there's no doubt about that. If he plays good golf, he'll probably win it.
Yeah.
But there are other people.
Again, though, you think of like how everyone's ascending into this tournament. Obviously, Rory off the back of a Masters win, hasn't played much golf since then, but still playing really well. Scheffler coming off winning the CJ Cup. Bryson wins in Live. Like all of these top guys are all coming to this
Justin
tournament.
Thomas, where he's won twice before.
Yeah, winning at RBC Heritage before.
Yeah.
Like, there's a lot of guys
Second.
coming here. Yeah, second.
Philadelphia.
You know,
he won it in 2017.
and one in 2017. Yeah, at Quail Hollow. So there's a lot of stories and a lot of players playing well going into this event. Maybe we're talking about maybe this year is the year of the Grand Slam, but maybe it's not one person's Grand Slam. Maybe it's the year of multiple people getting Grand Slams.
I mean, Jordan, you would say everything we spoke about there with the weather, how it's going to be, the course setup, probably how it's going to be. This wouldn't really suit Jordan Spieth.
No.
You'd want it to be a little bit firmer, a little bit faster. You'd want his creativity around the greens to come out a touch more and not just be a bomb and gouge. But he's been playing decent golf. You just don't feel like his game is quite at that level where he's going to be up there challenging.
Yeah.
Listening to I watched an interview with him, and he was saying that because this is a Bermuda course and he loves playing on Bermuda as well. So I don't know. I think he could do it this week. I think he could.
It's tricky because, like, I'd like to see, and I don't know if Jacob has this stat in his brain already, but like, I'd like to see people who haven't won leading up to a major. Like, how often has that person then the first win of their year?
Yeah,
Because
that's
I don't
not
think 'cause
common.
Jordan
Yeah.
Spieth just hasn't been playing to the level where he's going to go out and just destroy this tournament.
He's on my team.
Yeah, well, yeah. And we need to get into
We'll-
the teams.
we'll
Actually,
talk about that
We're going to
at the
get
end,
into
yeah.
the teams because it's not going to be a good year for Jacob. I don't think.
What? Hang on.
Are
Wait,
you winning?
what?
Where are you?
I'm not last.
Who's last?
I think I'm last week.
Oh,
with
no.
Dietrich and-
This is the doozy though,
no.
because it's an 156 man field.
Yeah.
So if you have a missed cut,
Yeah.
this could be a couple as well. This is the
be
one.
tough.
I
Yeah.
think Kieran got destroyed at the Masters. Didn't he?
Yeah, with
Unfortunately.
Dietrich and
Brooks.
Brooks. Yeah.
Oh,
I'd have done
speaking
all
of
right if Henley didn't bogey the last and I got in.
speaking of Brooks, this is the tournament that he's won the most.
Oh, mate, he's been pony this year.
He's not been great.
Mate, he's been not good, and that comes from
From the heart of a fan.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
He's
it's a
been-
tough one. But like, then
A
again,
truther.
but he's one of those players who can just he's one of those players who can just turn it on.
Yeah, exactly.
So I wonder
Yeah,
if this
yeah,
is
yeah.
it's tough for him.
Yeah.
You make the cut.
I think that's
Maybe.
Kieran saying he's not going to win.
We've just got to hope Dietrich has
Yeah.
has the week of his life.
He's also not going to win.
Yeah,
Okay.
he's also not going to win. Yeah.
Who else is on your team that we can-
But Xander and
Sanders also not going to win.
No, I disagree with that.
I think Xander's a sneaky pick
Xand-
because if you're talking about bad weather, he proved he can do it at the Open.
Yeah, it's
Last
also
year.
the distance. He's got the distance. He rips it.
Yeah,
and he's a long boy.
and he did it last year.
I mean,
and then Bryson. So
Yeah.
I mean, I think Bryson, out of those, I think Brooks, Xander still come back from an injury, not quite fully up and competing just yet. And Bryson is playing very good golf, and you would think that this course is going to suit him, the way he's going to play
Yeah.
it. So, yeah, I mean, I think Bryson's going to be up there.
Yeah.
Well, let's find out.
Yeah. Well, Thigala withdrew with a neck injury the other day, so
Did he?
I'm not feeling good about that one.
Sake.
Oh, dear me.
Oh well. Yeah, no, he'll be all right. Justin Rose is out with an illness. He'll be back.
Is
though.
he? I was gonna say,
yeah, I
he's
think
gonna be
he's
back.
going to be
He'll
back.
probably be
I was
back.
looking at that because I thought.
I'm sorry, what?
Yeah, he pulled
Yeah.
out after 2 days.
Yeah, he just didn't look well. Like maybe a bug or something like that.
But he did it with the
Take
thought
some
of being
Paris,
ready
get back
for.
out there. I need the points.
yeah.
No. Do you remember Paula Radcliffe in the London Marathon?
Do
She
I
just
remember?
Went over to the side to
Yeah.
relieve herself.
Justin
on the
was,
seventh
Oh,
lap.
was it that? But that sort of. Like,
Yeah,
I didn't know
that bunker's never going to be same
He,
again.
Gary Lineker it on the football pitch.
By the way, big shout out to Philadelphia Cricket Club.
yeah.
Yo,
And also big shout out to Philadelphia Cricket Club. Big shout out to the PJ and the coverage. I mean, the ad breaks, again, were pretty annoying. However, what was really evident, I think because of maybe how they couldn't get behind some of the tees, because everything was a little bit more compacted, it seemed to have a lot more like on-the-ground vlog style cameras that were
Yeah.
really close to the action.
Yeah.
And you saw like so many more of the elevation changes, like the humps and the hollows, the way that the course was set out. It's an old school golf course, and I don't know, it felt so much more interesting than a lot of the courses that they go to.
I don't know what event it would be, but I did get kind of, it could set it up and get like major vibes from the course.
Yeah, I think that it looked different, and it looked old school, and it looked a little bit out of the ordinary for what the guys kind of play.
Yeah.
And
Helped by the coverage, do you think?
I think so.
Yeah,
I
because you
think-
got to actually see what they were up against.
Yeah, I think so. Probably the only time that it didn't quite kind of work out and play out as it should do is when Shane kind of snap-hooked it into a stand and bounced an extra 40 yards down the fairway.
Yeah.
Oh, Shane.
They're using it to their advantage.
He's top 10 now. He has
He is,
moved
yeah.
up- he's
I think
moved up to top
Sepp's
10.
moved into top 10 as well.
Yeah, I don't think that's
Go on,
going to comfort him.
But did you see the thing with what Rory said about these courses as well, though? Like, it's like you hit driver rough everywhere and then, like, you just figure it out from there. It's like,
Such a good strategy.
Which prior to the event, I actually thought it was right, but by the last day, because it was a lot firmer, a lot faster, if you were out of position around those greens, you were really struggling to get up and down. So yeah, anyway, I just thought it was good. Thought it was different. It was a great trophy. as
Great
well.
trophy.
Great trophy.
Now my
Cricket bat.
favourite ever trophy.
Yeah,
Listen.
Jacob's right up Jacob's
I
street.
think
Right up Wheel Street.
every good tournament is defined by a good trophy, and
Yeah.
that is a good trophy. Well done, Truist. No free ads, but I'm sure you're a great bank.
Are they a bank?
Probably.
Yeah.
Something.
Insurance? No, can't remember.
Yeah, maybe something like that.
Yeah.
It all leads back to banks eventually.
But Wells Fargo was a bank, wasn't it? It's a bank.
It's always the bloody
Didn't it
best.
then turn into like the cognizant, whatever it is,
No, that's
Cognizant?
No,
Or
that's
is that
the
am I
one.
thinking of a
That's,
different thing?
that's the one that was at PGA National. Is
Right.
like the Cognizant at Palm Beaches
Oh,
or something.
right,
okay, so,
right,
that
okay.
was, yeah.
Something
Yeah.
to do with banking.
Yes, yeah,
It's
yeah,
always
yeah.
bank.
so many
Always
bloody names.
banking.
Follow the money.
Yeah, and the president's a lizard. Is that right?
Which one?
Which one? The real one
Flat Earth?
or the lizard one?
I can't remember.
So do you guys think that Spieth could do the Grand Slam this week then?
I think it's not looking likely. I don't like to say that. I think it would be awesome to have back-to-back winners of majors going and getting Grand Slams. But then it might diminish Rory's for me, so I don't know if I want to do that or not. Like
Jordan, leave it alone.
yeah.
No, you know what? He's going to do it.
Oh wow.
He's going to do it. He's going to turn up and he is going to bring the confidence that we know he can do. He's going to turn on his putting. He's going to play really well from tee to green. He's going to take advantage of the wet conditions as well. I'm talking about Rory. Obviously,
right.
because
God's sake.
We're on about that Grand Slam.
Jordan is not gonna.
Yeah.
He's not gonna get the Grand Slam. I honestly think he might struggle to get the Grand Slam as far as like a career is concerned.
Sure.
Yeah.
Like we can't lose sight of the fact that winning the Grand Slam is incredibly difficult to do.
Yeah.
Rory's done it after what?
14
15 years,
yeah.
10 years since he won his last one, wasn't it? So over a decade of trying to get into that Grand Slam, being one of the best players of our generation. Jordan had a fantastic few years where he collected these majors, and then he's not got back to that form.
It was similar with Rory. Rory did that, didn't he, really? Like with that, like from 2011 to 2014.
And like-
then,
How many years has it been since Spieth won a major?
what, 2015?
2015? Was it 2015 or 18?
So he's coming up to his 10-year anniversary. Rory did it.
But I think with Jordan, like Jordan's putting when he was at his height, it will never be repeated.
No.
So
Yeah.
if you go into the stats of Jordan Spieth during those years where he's won the Tour Championships, he's winning his majors, his putting was not just better than anybody else. It was so much better than anybody else that it was statistically almost unrepeatable. Now, if you don't have that going for you and your game isn't as elite as the other best ball strikers out there, you're going to struggle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, if Rory's probably the best driver of the golf ball in the world, if he lost his driver, just wasn't as good, he was like middle of the pack with his driver again, he's not going to win as much. It's kind of as simple
true.
as that.
Yeah, true.
And you have other players. You have Mickelson, for example. Like
US
literally one of the
Open,
best players, again, of our generation, well, past generation, maybe now. He didn't win the US Open. And how long was he trying for?
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's not easy to do. If Jordan does it, amazing. It would be great to see him back to peak form, but I just don't think he will.
It would be a jump out of nowhere. To come that far, he's playing fine, but to get up to win a major would be a surprise.
Yeah. Goddamn, Michael. Are we going to talk about who is going to win, though?
I'd love to. It's my favourite thing to do.
Are we going to delve into Jacob's stats?
We are after this break. Those are the best ads I've ever heard.
Again, that we keep nailing it with the ads.
Honestly, that last one, really good ad.
Was a good one.
Did you like that ad, Pete? Was it good ad?
I think it was probably one of the best ones we've done today.
I think so.
Oh, amazing.
Yeah.
Right, Jacob,
Yeah.
take the stage.
I like holding my little book.
Spotlight on Jacob. Tell us, with 100% accuracy, who's going to win the PGA Championship?
Okay, folks. So, again, just as a little precursor before starting this is solely based on trends and stats based around the competition, okay? They're meant to be broken, but I like to use them because then I feel like there's a little bit more maths going into it than just picking out of thin air. So just a quick kind of housekeeping one. 9 of the last 12 winners were ranked inside the top 23 of the world rankings, okay? So again, data golf is what we've gone off to allow the live players to stand a chance of being in it. I won't list them all now because I'm not going to list 23 names. So moving forward, 10 of the last 12 winners finished 20th or higher in their last start before the PGA Champs. So going literally either if it was CJ Cup for Scheffler, if it was Live Career for the Live guys, if it was Truesit for the other PGAs. So in terms of the guys that have fallen out, we've lost Henley, Ludwig Oberg, Victor Hovland, Denny McCarthy, Keegan Bradley, and Maverick McNeely. Okay. Moving on, 7 of the last 10 winners have posted a top 10 in one of the 2 previous majors. So as the current setup now is obviously the Masters and then the Open of the previous year.
A top 10.
A top 10. So that leaves 8 players, which is Scotty Scheffler, Bryson DeChambeau, Rory McIlroy, John Rahm, Xander Schauffele, Corey Connors, Shane Lowry, and Patrick Reed.
That's a great group.
It's an unbelievable two sets of 4 balls there.
So from that knockoff, we've lost Morikawa, Justin Thomas, Joaquin Niemann, Fleetwood, Hatton, Cantlay, Matsuyama, Straka, and Berger. Okay.
I haven't mentioned Spieth yet, so
Yeah,
that
Spieth didn't even start on
not,
it.
You're not boding well for the boy.
Not near this conversation.
Now, we've already touched upon it multiple times. Quail Hollow, big guys need to play well, and it's big for driving distance. It's just one of the things that's set up. But also is the US PGA Championship. 7 of the last 10 winners have ranked within the top 35 for driving distance on the PGA Tour. Now, what I've done is, because Liv do have stats on this, but not much more, but they do have driving distance. So I've just seen who would fit in on that level. And I think it was 307 yards would get you in the top 35.
3 would.
Yeah. Well, it's probably 3 would for one of these players. So unsuspectingly, the 3 that's left is Rory McIlroy, John Rahm, who slots in, and Bryson DeChambeau. Now, there was quite an easy metric now for me to cut this down to the final person, and that is the fact that the last 9 winners of this competition have come from USA. So that means that the winner is going to bounce back from a horrible final day at Augusta, and the winner this year is going to be Bryson DeChambeau.
Wow.
Oh my
Jeez.
God.
So
I think it could be 2 for 2. You know, I reckon.
Yeah. I mean, like I said, on paper, stats-wise, that makes complete sense.
Yeah.
You'd be very, very surprised. I must be honest, I think you'd be surprised if it wasn't Rory and Bryson
Again.
in the last 2 again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, I'd love it. Be great fun. There's more narrative to it. There's more, there's a rivalry forming there.
Oh God!
I mean, if you think about the last
it's
few
Tiger
years.
and Phil again, isn't it? It's lovely.
I mean, what do we have? We had Pinehurst, obviously. You had the Masters.
Yeah.
I mean,
Quail Hollow.
I think you've got these 2. Again, it just suits them so much. I can't. How good were you that Russell Henley got kicked out straight away?
Yeah, he got knocked out because he played in the Truesit, and I think he finished like T40 or something. It wasn't.
It's
Same with
interesting about
rugby.
Scheffler though as well. Like Scheffler's obviously just when you said sort of 305, I was like he's just like
He's just
in the
under
sort of 298.
Yeah, so
sort of thing.
because I think off the driving distance wise, it was basically, it was Scheffler, Lowry, Straka, Morikawa. I mean, even Xander got knocked off. I mean, he was 44th, I think, in driving distance. So he was maybe 3 yards less than what you could be. He won it last year off being 33rd in driving distance before going into the event. So he usually kind of sits around that mark. But you would think even more so on Quail Hollow, and by the sounds of things, the way they're setting up the golf course.
And it's going to be wet.
And it's
so
going to be wet, so
like,
less carry.
Yeah.
You know, it does feel Bryson-y.
That final day is going to be bloody good, isn't it?
I hope so.
Let's hope so. Hey, let's have Rory and let's hope Bryson finds his irons.
Yeah.
Let's hope Rory doesn't make any stupid, silly errors. And let's hope that going down kind of into those last 3 holes, we've got just a slugfest and it's just mash town.
And Jordan.
It's absolutely not going to happen.
I think Thomas is
Thomas is
the
Thomas is a
one
good
I was
one.
looking
He's
at.
the only other one I have hope for.
I had a look at just the past winners of it, and I think I don't know why I'm putting this in there, but Max Homer. Max Homer's won twice.
Quail,
He's won it twice. Obviously he's not at best of form, but did okay in the Masters. Showed a bit of form.
Got a new caddy. Didn't play
Got a new
well and
caddy.
still finished well in the Masters.
Yeah. I think there are a few players like that. You got Max, you probably got John Rahm in that category as well, where you can say, oh yeah, I can see him winning. I can see him playing well, but realistically right now, is his game on that level? I'm just not sure. So.
And looking at Xander as well, Xander's come second 3 times in when it was the Wells Fargo. But he's never won it. But he is obviously the reigning champion, so he's another one. So I like this tournament, but it probably doesn't. I know what you mean.
Yeah, JT, we lost out because he hasn't had a top 10 finish in the previous 2 majors, but which makes sense because he has been struggling for a bit. But now he's obviously found some form, so he can fall into that 30% that have done it in the last 10 years. So you never know. Neiman was a weird one for me as well because Riv, again, ranks out great with Quail Hollow, and he's a previous winner there. He hits it miles, but he's just not had that major finish. He's just not got.
Yeah, we had high hopes from this year, didn't we? And he's
playing. He's won again. He's playing well, but then he just gets across into the majors, and he just doesn't.
He's the anti-Brooks Koepka.
It's obviously difficult because with Neiman, I think he's one of the guys who you've got very high hopes for. He's like a better's favourite, isn't he?
Yeah.
Because he sits in a good market range.
We literally mention him every time we go into one of these tournaments. We're like, oh, now Neiman's going to be a sneaky bet.
But at the end of the day, majors, they're obviously very, very hard to win.
Some people are great in them, some people do struggle.
And there's such a big group of players now. Realistically, at the moment, you could probably take Bryson, you could probably take Rory, but you'd probably say Rory at the moment is clearly playing the best golf of anyone.
Yeah.
And we didn't even speak about we've not even spoke about Scheffler. We've not even mentioned him.
Never heard of him.
It's because he didn't play this week, so I just kind of forgot about him.
How random is that? The number 1 player in the world. The number 1 player in the world still by quite a margin. And we've not even mentioned him having a chance of winning.
He's your only hope.
What do you mean?
Scotty Scheffler.
Oh yeah, should we do a reminder of our major picks?
If you look at your team,
absolute slander.
Just to get everyone in the frame of mind about what we're doing here. So at the start of the year, we have a draft pick system where we all pick a team of 4 pro golfers. 3 are just who we want, and then 1 from outside the top 50 of the Data Golf rankings this year.
Correct.
And then they're awarded points based on where they finish. So my team during the Masters absolutely kicked bottom.
Yeah, ripped it.
I've got Rory, McIlroy, John Rahm, Colin Morikawa and Jordan Spieth. And that was a first place finish for Rory. And then Rahm, Morikawa and Spieth all finishing T14.
That is unreal, by the way.
So that's a combined score of 43 points.
That might be our lowest ever.
I think it's the lowest major score ever.
Yeah.
And then if you miss a cut, you get awarded the amount of players who've
Made the cut.
Correct. Now, final scores on the doors after the Masters. I'm on 43. Mick is on 87 with a team of Ober, Cantley, Lowry and Rose. Sicky Rose. Jacob is on 107 with Scheffler, Fleetwood, Henley and Thagala. And Kieran is just literally propping up the pack right now with DeChambeau, Schauffele, Koepka and Dietrich.
Do you know what? You were let down. You were let down.
Well, Koepka was
he had
was
an 8 on the last, didn't he?
He had a quad on the last.
Shocking.
So that was was one. But
So did Oberg.
Yeah.
He was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I must admit, I am I was confident before the Masters.
You're well ahead.
Looking at that team,
Yeah.
I just I don't. Spieth is the rarity like the odd one out where you'd say he's going to miss a cut or two, but he's actually playing decent golf.
Yeah.
And he finished 14th in the Masters.
Yeah. No, hey.
And then he'll win this.
Imagine.
He'll win the PGA and then miss the other 2 cuts, and he'll still be fine.
Like Colin, I don't really see him missing many cuts in the majors either. So, yeah, I'm confident. Feeling good. Feeling good.
It's a mad one with Rahm as well, because Rahm on Live is not like finished outside the top 10 in every single event he's played on Live. It's mental.
He's very consistent. He's just
crazy.
He's
It's Mickey Mouse, though, isn't it?
I don't think he's sharp enough for the majors currently.
So the 15 players, isn't it?
Well, Jacob's team is Scheffler, Fleetwood, Henley, and Thegala. And you're saying that Thegala's out?
No, I don't know.
Right.
It's just he pulled out of the Truisset with a neck injury.
Right. Okay. So you could get an auto.
So he could be an auto
miscut.
But Scotty Scheffler, best player in the world. Tommy Fleetwood missed the top 10. Russell Henley, unbelievable ball striker. Steve Thegala loves a major.
Tommy had a massive Tommy Fleetwood backdoor top 10 at the Truisset
He
as
shot
well.
a 65 final day.
65,
Thank you
yeah.
for coming. T4. Thank
Honestly.
you.
Putted well.
Just do it 4 times in a row.
If he missed the cut, I would be amazed. But I also wouldn't be surprised if he finished like T32.
It doesn't feel like the type of course he's going to excel at, does it?
No.
No, he's going to win the Open this year.
The next, the US and the Portrush is kind of his 2 best chances. But it's not happening. But
let's not get ahead.
let's not throw his name into the ring.
So yeah, I kind of I really fancy.
Yeah,
my chances.
you've probably won, but you still haven't stocked up the cupboard.
Oh, that's a good
Might I
point.
just
Yeah,
say.
no, that's very
Yeah,
true.
there's a very lonely cupboard in there.
Yeah. I think I'm only I'll get one chance in the next 8 weeks.
Yeah, we were talking before we hit record that Pete's schedule now, between now and Open qualifying, we're pretty sure he has 2 days in the office. Is that right? Between now and Open qualifying?
Sounds
the
about
next
right.
like 75 days or something.
Well, I think I've got practically until after the middle of August with that new thing, which has come on.
Oh.
Which I don't know when this is being announced as far as like what the roster for it is.
I mean, I don't know. They've said that people have all come back basically, so it must be soon.
So we'll see. What time is it in the podcast?
We are 38.
If you find a really sharp cut here, then you'll know. So.
Wow.
Oh dear.
Oh God.
Right. Are we going to do a quick guest player?
Yeah, of course we are.
Okay.
Guess the player.
Guess the player.
Wow.
Been such a long time
Out of
since we've had a
retirement.
Guess the Player. Hello and welcome back to the 2025 edition of Guess the Player, the game where your knowledge of golf history is more important than your ability to actually hit the ball. How the game works. At the end of each episode, I describe the life and career of a famous golfer, and after each clue, these accomplished professionals write down who they think it is. However many hints it takes them to get home is how many shots they took on that hole. So, if you get a par 5 after just 4 clues, you would finish that hole in 1 under par. Here are the current standings. Let's rejoin the action as the players tee off. Welcome back. This has been probably the largest rain delay in Guess the Player history because I'm pretty sure the last time we did one was definitely pre-Masters.
Yeah, what was it?
It was episode 120 or 121 or something.
I
So
don't remember who it was.
I do. It was Ryan Fox.
And congratulations, Ryan, for winning at Myrtle Beach.
There we go.
Chip in on the last.
Yeah.
You see Nathan Franks, who got through, made the cut, which is good.
Yeah.
I think he should finish 5 under, I think.
Yeah, if you've not watched our video on trying to make the PGA Tour event, we didn't.
Spoilers, we didn't do it.
Spoilers, Pete did not play in it.
There's a particularly fun bunker sequence in there somewhere, isn't there?
That's great.
Yeah. Why did you hit it into the bunker on the first, by the way? That annoyed me.
We didn't mean to do it.
On the first, the actual first hole.
Yeah. Come on. You were juiced up. You hit 3-wood. You hit it way too hard.
I was what? Sorry.
You, yeah. Sorry, Pete doesn't use performance-enhancing drugs, but you were
Juiced.
Right.
Jeez.
You were excited.
Yeah. But that's what bunkers are there for. They're there to catch bad shots.
No,
I can't hit it perfectly every time.
Oh God, well done.
It was a good golf shot.
Yeah, it was a good shot. Just went through the
Through
fairway.
into the bunker.
No, I'm with you.
Sorry, I'm in the top 30 driving distance.
307. Okay. Okay. So today we are playing a par 3. Everybody, it's been a while since we've played a par 3.
Wow.
Normally, I like a long par 5. We were saying before also we recorded that this course is shaping up to be about a par 85 at this point. So we'll have a couple of par 3s back to back, hopefully.
Hey.
Here we go. Shot number 1. Play along at home. Be safe, but play along at home. Here we go. You know, if you're in the car, don't be writing it down.
What's the danger playing this game?
Yeah. Don't write in blood.
Don't steal someone's pen. Here we go. Shot number 1. This player's highest OWGR position is 60th. He has been ranked as low as... This player's highest OWGR position is 60th. He has been ranked as low as 409th. This player's highest OWGR position is 60th. He has been ranked as low as 409th.
So his highest ever ranking, so the best he's been on official world golf rankings is 60th.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Jay's nil.
Right.
Come on now, Pat.
Poor tree as well. Jesus.
So the problem here is if you've gone for someone we've heard of, you've got it wrong. Haven't we?
Not necessarily.
No? Okay. Oh, furious writing over there. Lovely. Here we go. Shot number 2. December 2024 was a busy.
All man do, mate.
With the busy period.
God, you can tell we're out of practice. December 2024 was a busy month for today's man. His birthday is December 6th. 8 days later, he proposed to his then-girlfriend Haley Farmer at the Omni Grove Park Inn and Spa in Asheville, North Carolina. Then it was Christmas. And then on the 27th, it was her birthday too. December 2024 was a busy I did it again. How did I do it twice? Busy month for today's man. His birthday is December 6th. 8 days later, he proposed to his then-girlfriend Haley Farmer at the Omni Grove Park Inn and Spa in Asheville, North Carolina. Then it was Christmas. And then on the 27th, it was her birthday too. Hard par 3, this one.
Hard par 3. Right.
Gee whiz.
Gone for someone good?
Sure, yeah, why not?
Mile, this.
This is the Green Mile.
Yeah, it's one of those. It's one of Quail Hollow's 285-yard par 3s.
No, this is a 1,760-yard par 3.
Shot number 3, and I don't know how, but this is your tap in for par. In 2023, he finished 14th on the Korn Ferry Tour points list and earned his PGA Tour card. He had no top 10 finishes in his 2024 PGA Tour season. However, at the 2024 Myrtle Beach Classic, he finished T46 along with the Q winner Matt Atkins. In 2023, he finished 14th on the Korn Ferry Tour points list and earned his PGA Tour card. He had no top 10 finishes in his 2024 PGA Tour season. However, at the 2024 Myrtle Beach Classic, he finished T46 along with the Q winner Matt Atkins.
What are we even doing?
Yeah, it's called Guess the Player, right? You write down a golfer.
Yeah, but this is literally just guess.
Well, yes. First of all, in my defense, been a while since I've made one. So I'm gauging the...
The thing is, it's got to be someone we know, but this isn't I don't know.
Why is it someone we know?
It's not even going to be him, is it? You know, because
who I put one in his last year, so it can't be, because he said he's had no top 10s in 2024. Mm-hmm. Right, well, I'm going to have to change something. Wow.
Just give us a second for this one.
This is one of those times where you walk into that pub and there's a pub quiz on, and you're like, oh yeah, we'll give it a go. And it's just like it's a stupid.
It's not that
It's
either.
like an anorak quiz.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm just going to put this guy.
Yeah, just guess.
No, it's not him. It can't be him.
How many times are you going to take a free drop?
No free drops on this, all.
I'm just going to keep because I literally cannot think of anyone else, but it's not him. But
Come on then.
Shot number 4, and this is your bogey putt. At this year's Cognizant Classic, he was the clubhouse leader before finishing T2 behind winner Joe Highsmith. He clearly has a broad range of skills. At this year's Cognizant Classic, he was the clubhouse leader before finishing T2 behind winner Joe Highsmith. He clearly has a broad range of skills.
Jacob Broadbridge. Oh my god. Why did you exaggerate broad?
Stuart Broad. Cricket.
Broad. I like how you had to just tell us what sport you were talking about.
Can I just have that last one again, please?
At this year's Cognizant Classic, he was the clubhouse leader before finishing T2 behind winner Joe Highsmith.
What?
He clearly has a broad range of skills.
What? Yeah, there's only one person I can think of, but like, there's no way he's not been higher than 60th.
That also fits the guy I had down, but he won in 2024, so there's no way that it can't be broad. What's the...
I can see Jacob's brain like ticking over. It's like he's got cogs in his head.
All right, I've got a name.
Yeah, I've got a wrong name as well.
I don't know his first name, so I've just put his initial. If that helps.
Okay, well maybe we'll have to have an independent adjudicator to see what score you got. This is the worst you can do.
Is it?
Yeah.
It will be.
So if you've played along at home and you have not double bogeyed this hole, you've probably won. Shot number 5. In the 2025 season, our player is currently ranked 4th in strokes gained putting, better than both Rory and Scotty. And 61st in strokes gained around the green, also better than Rory and Scotty. With a top 10 finish in the Truist Championship, today's player is Jacob Broad-Bridgman.
Yes! I got it!
Yes!
I got it! I got a bogey!
I didn't know his first name.
Okay, you can...
Can I have that? What's
you
his
put
name?
J-
I put J. Bridgman.
Yeah, you can have it.
Yes, because he said Broad.
Yes,
like-
yeah.
And I just saw him on the leaderboard.
Yeah.
And I don't know his first. What's his first name?
Jacob.
Jacob. Oh, right. is it?
Yeah. He's the one like he's getting into my favourite golfers because he's so close to my name.
There we go.
Wow.
I had
You
George
hate that,
Bryan
don't
and
you? Well
Wesley
done.
Bryan in there as well.
done.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I had Jake Knapp, but then he
He
must
has
have been
Jake Knapp.
higher than 60th.
Yeah.
And also he won the Mexico Open in 2024.
Yeah, exactly.
So
I had like Carl Phillips as well because I thought he
that's
might
not
have-
bad. My first one was Rich Beam.
Rich Beam.
I don't know how high he got.
You win a PGA.
Yeah, but he
win
won
a
out of
major?
nowhere, so I don't know if he got higher than 60th. I don't know.
Anyway.
Wow.
Well done if you got better than bogey at home, and well done you
Honestly,
two.
that might be my best effort.
Well done
'Cause that was-
done for picking up
Yeah, well-
on the language clue.
Yeah,
Yeah, but
please get down to the comments and let us know if you managed to get that. We're going to be surprised. And if you didn't get it, please get down to the comments as well and let us know because we want some comments. Jeez.
so
That was awful.
Oh, it's not awful. They got it. It was a hard par 3. They got it.
If I hadn't have looked at the leaderboard, I wouldn't have known
Yeah.
who he was.
Yeah.
Didn't get a lot of coverage.
Jacob Bridgman.
That's because I don't think I saw a single
Because he was playing with Tommy, so
Yeah, that was it was a rough group.
they never
I
showed.
think he finished like 8th or 6th, didn't he? T6?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
You did it right.
Yeah, he was right up there.
Who Bridges.
Yeah.
Well done, Jacob.
Thank you.
I'm
Well,
not to you.
I think you meant.
I was about
Oh,
I think you meant Jacob
all right.
Bridgman.
Bridges.
This is getting confusing. We're basically the same,
You
so
are
it's
the
just,
same.
You're
the same person.
Sorry.
Congratulations.
Yeah. Well done, all the Jacobs in the world.
And if you're named Jacob, write in the comments.
Yeah,
We'd
big
love
up.
you.
You nailed it.
Yeah,
Like it's the year of the Jacobs.
it is. We don't
Your-
have enough representation in the world.
Your time has come.
Jacob Spieth.
It's going to be like Planet of the Apes. Right.
Corpa.
I think that's us probably around to the end of this one. So hopefully you enjoy the PGA Championships at Quail Hollow. Hopefully it's not a washout. Hopefully we have either Rory winning or Spieth winning, or some kind of
Bryson.
fantastic
Jacob
storyline
Bridgman.
to talk about. You never know. Bridgie might come through.
He might.
He might come through.
Hey.
DeChambeau Bridge.
Who knows? And quite frankly, after that, who cares?
Oh, don't be so bitter.
Who cares? This quiz used to mean something. This used to be a good quiz, and it's been dragged down.
Just be thinking about the process and thinking about your next shot.
This is season 8 of Game of Thrones right now.
Oh no, that's me.
Such high promise, and then someone dies.
Yeah.
Who's like doesn't? You know what this is?
Go on.
That is Greyjoy crawling out of the ocean at the end, just get stabbed by one-armed Jamie for no reason. Spoilers. If you've not
by
seen
the way.
If you haven't watched it.
If you've not watched it, just watch it to season 7 and then maybe think about what could happen.
Yeah.
Has he even released the book yet? I don't think he's released it, has he?
No.
So we don't actually know what happens in the books. Anyway. Well, how did we get here?
I have absolutely no idea. But it's worked out well.
Yeah. Well, okay. That was a meander. Right, guys. Thank you so much for listening. Thank you so much for watching. Enjoy the PGA Championships. And we'll see you again soon.
Yep.
Bye,
See ya.
everyone. Enjoy.
Bye-bye.